All right, frying pan is on.
Recording in progress. Wow, that's amazing. Hey, welcome back, everyone. Episode 2 of the Team OLA podcast. I'm Bailey. I'm with my buddy Conrad.
Hey,
We're not in a fancy recording studio at Mundelein. So I know people were
nope.
dragging us last time because our sound quality was bad.
Well, it wasn't that bad. We just need to talk louder, says PJ.
Which is something I don't think I've ever been told is like, Bailey, you need to be a louder human.
Same.
So we're so excited to be back. We are Conrad. Why are we not in a fancy Mundelein recording studio?
Because we are both on pastoral internship. What?
Correct. So Conrad and I are both living in parishes for the semester. Mundelein gives us a little break from academics, so we can live in parishes, know what it's like to be with the people. It's been awesome. We've been here for 5 weeks, which is why we have not been doing podcast stuff, but we are here getting it done.
But Bailey and I are not at the same parish. I am visiting him because it is my day off.
Yep. But we're not in the same room because that would have messed up our thing. So we're trying a new thing. We're doing a new thing.
Ooh,
Uh,
like the Lord
T
doing something new.
Jesus
Chosen. Shout out.
is always doing, dude. I make people what they're not.
Oh, dude.
Season 3, season 4,
Season four,
season
dude.
4 of The
I am
Chosen.
using that
Shout out.
Hallow subscription. So shout out. I am listening to Jonathan Rumi pray the rosary every single day.
Oh, that I was
And
like,
you know
what
what?
happened? Hello? Where did that happen?
So
Jonathan Rumi Chosen.
I was also listening to their Lenten series on Hallow, the one that there are advertisements for it everywhere. And
He
they're talking about
leadeth.
He Leave Me. And I'm like, oh bro, this is where Father Mike Schmitz gets his homily material from. It's just using this stuff. Are you kidding me? I mean, I guess you can only have so much time on your hands to come up with stuff. So
You don't have as much time on your hands. Wow. Yeah. He Leadeth Me is a hard book to read, but it's really beautiful.
it
So
is good. It is very good. Now,
if
Billy, sorry, go
you
ahead.
go, well, I was gonna say that if you ever need to feel like you're not getting after it enough in marathon prep, just read about Walter Chiswick and how he starved himself in the war camps in Soviet Russia.
That's true, and you don't know how he does it. It is kind of like marathoning because he's like, I did something that should be physically impossible, and I should be dead right now, but somehow I managed to peel myself off of bed and do it again. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, it's literally well, it's not literally marathon training because
Listen, I
it's
ran
not
26
starving
miles and ate 2,000 calories worth of carbs, and I still,
during the race.
everything is full of lactic acid. And you're just like doing slave labor for days on end.
Yeah,
Wow. Shout out
it's
Walter
hard
Chiswick,
comparison. Yeah, for
the
sure it is.
unofficial patron of Team OLA. You should be.
Yes, serve God.
Shout out Lent. Shout out Hollow. Shout out Jonathan Rumi, season 4 of The Chosen. Shout out free Hollow subscription that comes with
Get
Team
your Hallow
OLA.
subscription, Team OLA. Stay prayed up
Stay prayed up.
as
Listen,
as the world heard, the ad heard around the world.
the ad heard around the world. Stay prayed up.
Stay prayed up.
You know what's the craziest thing about the Hollow ad at the Super Bowl is that you have like Hollow, and it's the biggest moment for Catholics across the world. And then it's immediately followed by a Duolingo app where the Duolingo bird is like pooping out another Duolingo bird. It's so disturbing.
That's just very American, you
It's
know.
really
When your next door neighbors with a Christian, but then the guy down the hall is like identifies as like a monkey. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna get blasted. I have to redo this. No, we're not gonna do that. All right.
oh
Anyway,
my gosh. Great. Well,
my
we've
gym
already
partner is
talked
a
about
monkey.
Hollow subscription, so
Also, so here's what I was gonna bring up. You know how many days it is until the Chicago Marathon?
how many days is it?
Well, last time we casted, it was 262 days.
So it's
Now
like
we are sitting
230
Now
something.
we are sitting at two. That's a good guess. Actually, can you guess? What do you think?
Two 236,
Lower.
232,
Lower.
230.
Close. 226 days. Two,
226.
2, 6 until the Chicago Marathon. Still a lot of time.
Do some quick maths. How many weeks out is that? Have 30 week plans started yet?
No, definitely not. Should
All
I
right.
have Google answer this for me? Let's say 7 days. No, that's not possible. Oh, almost to 30-week plans, 7 days in a week times 30 is going to be
210.
210. So we're
So
close. 2 weeks out.
like a week and a half out.
Yeah, so we were 32-week plans if you want to start training now.
Yeah, if you're on a 32-week plan,
Yeah,
just
so
do the
every
math.
week you ramp up your mileage by 1 mile.
Could do that.
Start at
That's
2 miles. No, actually, if this is your first time running a marathon, you could do this.
a
You could
smart
do
way
this.
to do it.
Yeah, and just one mile every week, and very
26 miles.
gradually build it up. Yeah, and then you could do that, and then you could be fit as a
You
fiddle.
should you should be the next Hal Higdon.
Oh, call me Bal Bigden.
What?
I don't know.
Running
Like
with
copyright.
Conrad.
Run to right with Conrad. Yeah, do right.
Right?
Donuts. It's really great.
I don't know. Your mind is so fast. I can't keep up.
I think our minds are both fast. I think our teachers have both noted this, and our formators have both noted this.
Our formators have noticed this.
Who's that guy who told you that you're a big ideas guy? You like your ideas. You're amused by your own ideas.
That was a college. That was my college formator. Ideas live more gloriously in my head than they do in reality.
Ooh, sheesh.
So I like think about a plan and I go, wow, this would be amazing. And then they're like, all right, to execute this vision you have, nothing from me.
Meanwhile, I'm more of a gotta get her done. What do we need to do next? What's the next move?
Gotta
Boom,
get her
boom,
done.
boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Solemn ends, Immaculate Conception. Who do I talk to? All right, Peter Binder, Father Guthrie. Check, check, check. Go, go,
Shout
go,
out
go,
Peter
go.
Binder.
Yeah,
Shout
I
out
think you're
shout
you're
out Father
genius.
John Guthrie.
Yeah, shout out Father John Guthrie. Your genius is you can think like 8 steps ahead, although some of these steps might not actually be reality. Whereas I can only think like 2 steps ahead. And yeah, so
Yeah, that's amazing. Wow. Well, should we get down to business?
business.
We kind of mentioned Hollow subscription. So if you haven't jumped on your Hollow subscription, jump on that.
We'll
There's
continue
all
to
sorts
mention
of
it.
stuff in Sister Steph's emails. Also, from the mouth of Sister Stephanie herself, um, we need to read emails. So, like, we're gonna do our best to give you all the content you need, because we want to be like kind of official. We want to be kind of helpful,
Mhm,
but
mhm.
from the mouth of the team captain herself. Read
Team
your
captain,
emails. Anywho,
read your emails.
hello. We have a shout out to Fleet Feet Chicago Endurance Sports.
Hmm.
Um, there's all sorts of like daily coaching and training groups um, that are available through them. So if you want to use those resources are there for you. And being like friends with some of the people on the team who are living in Chicago, and now that we are on internship and not in a house with a bunch of other guys running the marathon, like one thing that is constantly being talked about, or I hear a lot of runners talk about, is they want more community. And this is another reason we're doing this, is to try to build a little bit of a community element before the race day, because it's always electric to feel part of a team, to feel
Hmm.
like you're doing something together.
It's
And so
electric.
Fleet Feet Chicago Endurance Sports training groups training together might be a way to build some of that community.
Hmm.
But if you don't like Fleet Feet or don't want their training plans, La Jefa herself, Sister Stephanie, will write you a training plan. You just need to tell her longest race you've run, how long you can run right now, do you plan on having a goal time, how many days a week does your schedule allow you to run, etc. And Sister Steph will write you a training plan because she is the best. We have a Team OLA Facebook. We have a Team OLA Instagram.
Is that new?
It's new.
Oh my gosh, they heard our comment. Did we actually change something?
I don't know.
You mentioned the fact that none of us use Facebook because it's for those more advanced. I have to be careful here.
For for those who are more,
For
they're
more
more
limited
advanced.
in life.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Shout out team motivator Elizabeth, former teammate of Sister Steph's, who is heading up our Instagram. She's
mhm.
amazing. Shout out. Speaking of team motivators, there is all sorts of amazing stuff in our emails about some of our team motivators. So head on over to those to hear about PJ, to hear about Cadence, to hear about Emma Cash Money, to hear about Elizabeth. They're all amazing runners, very talented athletes, holy people, who love Jesus, love what their sisters do. Um, yeah, shout out all of them. And while we're talking about team motivators, it's important to know that your motivators are going to start motivating you. So expect, like, in the next month for someone to call you and to say, hey, I'm your team motivator. You're doing an amazing job. I'm going to help you fundraise. I'm going to keep you strong, because iron sharpens iron, as brother or team motivator sharpens brother or team motivator. So be prepared for that.
Mhm.
Lots of amazing stuff going on at the mission, retreats, food pantries, clothing drives, amazing stuff. And as of last fundraising email, we are currently sitting at $37,000 fundraised for the mission.
Whoa,
Last year we
already.
raised almost 300,000.
Last year, I think that's what we said last time.
So
And now we have a new Instagram page. So this
new
should be
Instagram,
no excuse for breaking through that ceiling,
breaking through
breaking
that
through the roof.
$300,000 ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
What about 500,000? What if we're feeling crazy? We're doing a new thing. Jesus is doing a new thing. OLA is doing a new thing. Maybe your donors are going to do new things.
Yeah. So share this podcast, share this Instagram. I don't know. Do what you need to do. We're gonna take a
Smash that like button, comment, subscribe.
someone get us back our Spotify. That's really someone find our Spotify account. Someone get an internet and find it.
Put out missing posters on the streets
Yeah.
of Chicago.
Send out the dogs. And send Grace.
Send out, send out the
Gracie.
NIU Huskies.
Go Blurs. I mean, go
Go Huskies.
go Huskies.
Go Blurs. Nice. That's all the business we had.
And let me see if I'm missing anything from you. But no, this is dude, do we want to talk about the Adoration Ultra? This is sick.
Oh yeah,
Saw
let's
this.
talk about that.
I didn't know this is the thing. This is super cool.
Yeah, talk about it, Conrad.
I'm looking at a picture of this dude who has a flag that says "Eat my flesh." John 6:51. Pretty cool. So it looks like to me, based on this email. Okay, this is what the email literally says. There is a group organizing a relay of ultra marathons between North Carolina and the Eucharistic Congress in July. They're running from Adoration, well, it says Adoration Chape, sorry, Adoration Chapel to Adoration
Yeah.
Chapel. It is incredible. Check out the info if you want to follow or want to run yourself. Team OLA is following. There is a link in that email. Or you can look up Google Adoration Ultra. Has a sick photo. Yes, and there's more information about it. So this looks pretty awesome.
Yeah,
I'd
that's
have to
pretty
look more
cool.
into it, but I don't know if we can get involved in some ways. There's videos and stuff. They have Catholic Sports Radio has a podcast with them. Shout out.
Well, go
Also
at it.
36 minutes. But make sure you listen to them on another day, on another recovery run.
On another recovery run.
Yes.
Maybe on a speed workout.
Yeah, if you want to hear something metal.
Could you imagine if like what would our podcast be like if we were on a speed workout day? It'd just be like every 90 seconds, just us screaming for people.
No, no,
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
no, no.
We
Say aerobic. Say anaerobic.
what?
Stay. Don't get lactic yet.
Yeah, don't get lactic. Stay focused, dialed in, stay loose, stay relaxed, easy breezy. Shake it out.
Pump those arms.
Yeah, use your arms. We my senior year of college, I was going to watch one of my friends run. She was racing like a 1500. It was her last race at St. Thomas. They have a purple track. It was like a big thing for her. And she invited like a lot of her friends to come watch her final race. And like all sorts of like as she's coming down the straight where we were standing, like everyone's like, wow, you look so good. You're doing great. Keep it up. And I'm over there like, let's go. Let's go. And I was like, that's the masculine genius right there, right there.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, it is. Just get people hype. Good
Get
job.
people hyped.
Thank you.
Dude, if we can inspire people to want to run through walls, amazing.
Break through walls. Our Lord can break any barrier. Scale any
Fact.
wall,
Fact.
dude.
Spider-Man.
Like a rhinoceros. Yes. So, yeah. I don't. I think our podcast is already almost like a speed workout podcast.
Speed workout podcast.
Towards the end, after the business is done, then they call it she showers. Go.
Call it sheesh. Are you going to the Congress?
I told my voice director, to sign me up. So I am planning on being there.
Nice.
And I know there were some
not.
sisters who were planning on being there. I know one of the sisters at OLA, former marathon runner, is in charge of it in many ways. I don't know if she's officially in charge of it. I don't know what Sister Alicia's official position is, but are you going?
No.
That's
Not
already
because-
that's already for sure. You're for sure not
already
going.
for sure. We're gonna be going down to Mexico, to Yucatan, Mexico, on a mission trip, focused mission trip that week. So
Wait, is it the seminarians? All seminarians?
no, just the students here.
But that's
I
in
get
the
to know
summer.
them. What?
Your internship can continue through the summer?
Yeah,
What?
yeah. We don't mess around here in the Diocese of Rockford.
Y'all are very serious. We don't mess around here in the Diocese of Rockford. I'm just gonna throw that.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have to throw that quote out there again. It's just in case no one heard that.
Yeah, we don't mess around.
I know. I was just at mass this morning in the Diocese of Rockford. Y'all really don't mess around. Oh boy. Anyway, that's cool.
Anyway,
Yucatan. I'm hoping to go, and I think so. Eucharistic Congress, there's gonna be a Eucharistic procession, and Chicago is a major city, right? And so we expect a big turnout for that. I'm just trying to come up with the words for it. I don't know what it is. Maybe
We're
falafel's getting a brain.
experiencing
Oh, speed workout! Go! Ran a speed workout time. You thought this was a recovery run? Oh, that reminds me of the recovery run we did. The recovery run we did.
Dude,
Bailey's
I'm telling you, we're gonna be like 17 years ordained. They're gonna be sending seminarians to our parishes, and you're just gonna pull out like, yo, this one time I was on this run with this Rockford priest, and he like said he was gonna be nice, and he was the meanest he'd ever been. He was just a big bully to me.
I'm not going to mention the times. Let's just say we agreed to keep it at.
You
We agreed to keep it at 7:30.
emasculated.
Yeah. I was about to jump into the lake. Man, that was. I had to recover from that recovery run. But yes, yeah, that would be. Whoa, whoa. Okay, speed workout over. I'm just reliving the memories.
Good rep.
Good rep. Take a break. 30 seconds. A little fartlek action.
I like a fartlek.
I don't understand yet fully the concept of a fartlek. I was running Waterfall Glen the other day, and there
15,
was this
15K closed loop, baby.
yes, perfect 15K close loop, and it's beautiful. And there was, I guess these were high school runners. I don't know. They look like high school runners. And they're fast, but
High
they're
schoolers
like,
are fast, dog.
it seemed like they were kind of like, it felt like they're teasing me with the speed because there are times where they dusted me. Like they're gone, out of vision, out of sight. And then I would keep up my same pace. I held the same pace the entire time. And there are portions where I saw them again. I said, there's no way I'm like speeding up. Are they slowing down? Am I actually
Maybe.
faster than I think I am? And then they dust me again. And so I think they're doing a little fartlek. And I still don't really understand the concept because it's like, what are the intervals? What's the timing? Is it just like
It's
randomly?
no, they're pretty structured. So it could be like, 3 minutes on, 1 minute off, 1 minute on, 4 minutes off. And then you just like do reps of those until the workout is done. I always think it's more rewarding to look back at a workout and to say, I can give, 100% for, you know, X amount of time. I think that's way more rewarding to say than like, I can run this far, this fast. Like intervals, can't stand. Or like repeats, not a chance. Like kilometer repeats, no way. But if it's like, 4 or 5 minute fartlek, I could do that.
So something would be like, all right, we'll start off with a warm up, 10-minute warm up.
Yeah,
We'll drop into like 100% effort for
yeah.
5 minutes. Take a chili, 2 minutes.
Hmm.
Back at it again. Say let's aim for a mile. So at like
Yeah.
6:30 or something or six, whatever your thing, or 5 minutes if you're fast.
Hmm.
And then call it chili for another
Yeah.
2 miles. So you actually end off in a chilly place instead of like
Hmm.
I'm burning myself into the ground and
Yeah.
then I'm drag myself up the stairs and take a shower.
Whenever I'm like trying to get back into race shape or coming out of injury, the first thing I always do is I have like a trusty 30-day just fartlek every day program. And you build up and you start and it's like 5 minutes off, 1 minute on, you know, and then day two is like 5 minutes off, 2 minutes on, for 4 sets or something. So like you just take it slow, and then for a minute you're just getting after it, and then it slowly builds up, and you end and you're on like just a 15-minute speed workout. But I love it. It's been trusty.
You know what you're fun to do as I'm scheming? Gather all seminarians, all the boys, right? And then do an Indian run around the lake. No, I
That'd
really
be
gonna say Indian run. There's gotta be a different word for that. What would you call that? I don't think we're allowed to say Indian run.
Yeah, for all you high school athletes out there who did Indian runs, uh what do they call them now? When you run in a line and the person at the back of the line runs to the front, sprints to the front, and then the person at the back of the line sprints to the front.
This would
Or if
be
you're
tough with
real,
runners because then so like have someone set a pace
yeah.
and then you just run. That guy has to beat everyone at that pace and then set another pace.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that would be fast.
It'd be quick.
Dude, it would turn to survival mode. It would be like our recovery run, but instead of
It,
like two people, one guy
it'd be
dusting the
that
other,
it'd be that high school that that toxic competition.
it'll be like the Hunger Games. It'll be the Hungry Games. Look at these skinny
Just,
boys.
just don't
Just,
be last.
just don't be last.
Don't be the slowest guy on the team and you're good.
Yeah.
Dude, that was me when I was playing soccer, low key.
But that's before you shed
Yeah, I was
the
I was a
blubber.
I was a big boy. I was part of the Husky Nation.
Go like this.
Go Huskies.
um,
I was shopping at the Husky Nutrition store.
I'm convinced. I mean, it is a bad thought. When I'm running, sometimes I'm convinced. Like, one, I have this experience when I'm running that I'll latch onto like one thought. And I don't know if it's just my mind and how my
Dig
mind
deep.
works. Yeah, like it just Like I'll be running and I'll let my mind wander because apparently that's good for you mentally. And then eventually I'm just like repeat, especially if I'm stressed, I'll repeat the same random thought. And sometimes it's like sometimes it's a random Spanish phrase or Spanish psalm or just some random thing someone says. But there's one time where
¿Cómo está usted?
no es lechuga. Um there was one time where I was thinking of oh yeah, I was doing like an interval or a tempo run and it was getting stressful and I just kept on thinking the key to being fast is being skinny. And that's like I just repeating in my head get skinny. Like that's it. I don't know why.
Get skinny. Do you remember the story with Jacob
Jacob, which one?
Hartman?
Yeah, wait.
This was ridiculous.
This is
Our
Dairy
first year
Dream?
at Mundelein, there's an iconic.
Yeah, the Dairy Dream story, right? Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it was Greg's.
Oh, it was
There's
Greg's.
an
Oh yeah, the Greg
amazing
story.
frozen
Yeah.
custard place in
Shout out.
Mundelein called Greg's Frozen Custard.
You want
Shout
to
out,
check out
they're
a
amazing.
sponsor, dude. Come back.
And if you spend more than $50 there at one given time, you get a free Greg's t-shirt.
Mhm.
So the pro move is to get a $50 gift card, you get a free t-shirt, and then you spend the gift card for Greg's. It's amazing.
Mhm.
So one of our buddies tried to do this, but they didn't have like his t-shirt size. He was a large t-shirt and they were just out of large t-shirts. And I went back the next day, tried to do it, but because I'm a medium, I was like, "Do you have any mediums?" And they gave me a medium. And then and then I sent a picture like wearing a Greg shirt with just like captioning like they have mediums, get skinny. And then like everyone in our class just started fat shaming this dude
Oh my
who's just like
god.
who is just tall. Like it just would have been short on his torso, you know?
Crop top.
He's in way better shape than I am. He's running. He's running the marathon.
Oh yeah, shout out.
We got to get him on an episode, man, and
That would be
talk
funny.
and talk about get skinny.
Hillbilly Thomas himself. Now
Yeah, dude.
he yeah, he's currently stuffing his face with at a fish fry somewhere. He was telling me about that. I'll still do this cute thing where I'll FaceTime him and we'll pray office in the mornings.
That's amazing.
Yeah. No, there are days where I sleep in though. I
All
feel
right.
like Catholic guilt.
Catholic guilt.
You want to talk about Catholic guilt?
Dude, now is the season for it.
Oh, Lent. No, Lent is the season to get skinny though. You want to talk about prepping for the marathon? I think we're off air, off
It's
kilter.
like if you were to make a tier list of reasons for fasting, to get skinny is like bottom tier. I'm gonna give up sweets. Why? To get skinny. Okay. It's like New Year's came around part two.
That's not gonna last long.
Not gonna last long.
No, I think. Well, yeah, I mean, getting skinny is not. I mean, to try to do it something like spiritually, like fasting. I think it's better to fast from like media, honestly, nowadays than. Because I mean, yes, there is a sense to much food. It messes your passions, and there's something about using your willpower to train your will to resist anything easy, like to stuff in your face the delicious brownie
Yeah.
in your house. But
Starving the old man.
starving old man. But I think we also live in such a we just live in such a distracted culture. Ironically, I'm saying this as we're podcasting. Um, we're
We're
always
both constantly like, what's the business? What's happening?
goodness, oh podcast, oh look more podcasts listen to on your podcast. Dot, dot, dot. Oh, speed broke down. Oh wait, we're running out of time. Okay, this is good. This is good though because I need to go soon. But yeah, I think in some sense for us 21st century people, it's spiritually better to fast from like noise because I think we live in such a world. I think a world that really demands like a return to contemplation and recollection
Mm-hmm.
as just a way to even heal one's own to be healed as a way of having one's own humanity healed. I think we're losing our
Yeah.
humanity because we're incapable of staying recollected or in being interior.
Well, that's my holy hour. Thanks for that.
There you go.
I heard,
It's the holy hour, not your professional one.
yeah, not my professional one. Personal prayer time. Not professional prayer time. I heard a homily recently about how like it changed like the offer it up mentality for me. How we offer like physical things for a connected and corresponding like spiritual reality. So like I'm gonna give up sweets for Lent. Great. Why? So that others can experience the sweetness of the Eucharist. It's like
Hmm.
I'm gonna give up like hitting the snooze button for Lent. Why? Because I'm gonna offer it for like those who have fallen asleep in the hope of the resurrection. Like I mean, it sounds maybe a little hokey, but like I think it's transformed for me, like the way to offer up sufferings. It's like
That's
I'm gonna take a cold shower. Why? And offer it for like those who don't know like the warmth of like the
oh,
father or the mother's presence.
I was thinking of for all souls burning in the forge of purgatory. But maybe that's yeah.
Good. Dante,
Yeah, Purgatorio. The fires. Yeah, that's interesting. I never thought of that either. That the connection being made is I wouldn't think of that stuff.
connectedness.
Yeah, you're connecting this. I'm more of a I'm sense and sensibility. So it's just like where it's just like
You are Jane Austen herself.
have you read that book?
No.
It's like a girl's book, isn't it? Now we're getting roasted. Oh, here it is. I'm inviting it. Oh my God, go.
Anytime we say anything maybe controversial, just like let's go, baby. You got it. Let's go.
Go. Let
Oh,
that
that's
hang out. Wait, so I don't want to finish my thought. So yes, I'm more of like I take cold showers to discipline my body into doing something hard,
yeah.
but I can't make the connection. Anyway, so Jane Austen though, what else has she written? Jane Eyre, is that a Jane Austen book?
Jane
Is that
Eyre is Charlotte Bronte.
oh, but okay, so Jane Eyre
Um,
is the name of a book though.
yeah. Jane
Okay,
Austen is
someone wrote a
Persuasion,
book,
Pride and Prejudice,
A Pride and Prejudice.
Northanger Abbey,
She was not a Christian. Wait, was she
Persuasion.
around the same time as like Kristen? Not Kristen. I'm sorry. Sigrid Undset. Like, are they like the same
Really?
time period? I don't know. Are they?
I don't know.
Do you know who I'm talking about? Sigrid Undset.
Yeah. I know Sigrid Undset.
Shout out if you haven't read Sigrid Undset, like
Kristen
Kristen
Lavran's daughter.
Lavensdatter, and then St.
Catherine of
Catherine
Siena.
Siena. There's another one, including Media. It's a book company. If you haven't seen that,
Shout out Cluny Media.
shout out the beautiful, like published beautiful. Well, I mean, it's books that are very common and popular and kind of classics in a beautiful format, just like really beautiful, like really well done books. Um, but yeah, they publish a lot of her books, and I just didn't realize how much she has. And I was listening to Catholic Stuff You Know podcast, and they're talking about how like Norway and all this stuff is yeah, it's all you can just traverse the roads of Norway through Sigrid Undset. I also just love that name, Sigrid.
Sigrid. Yeah, that makes you want to go to the Scandinavias.
I do. I want to go see Saint Olaf's tomb,
Yeah.
the
What are
snowman
other good
himself.
names? Ragnfrid is Kristen's mom.
Really?
Yeah.
Airport.
Ravens is her dad.
Oh, what? There's also Beowulf has some fun names
Oh
too.
yeah.
What's what's the main villain's name? The monster and his mom.
Alduin, the Elder Dragon.
This is an actual midterm answer I put on a midterm. Elduin, the Elder Dragon. I'm not gonna mention the other answer I gave.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Literature is like a whole other episode we could do.
yeah, I think Cadence would like that. Yeah, I'll bring her on for that one.
Ooh. Team Motivator Cadence.
Team motivator.
Yeah, talk about literature and music.
What music? Do you listen to music when you run?
No.
So I heard something in neuroscience. This is the Huberman Labs podcast. Andrew Huberman. He does cool stuff. It's cool stuff. But he says that like there's something about when you're doing an activity that releases a high amount of dopamine, like exercising, especially running, like after the speed workout, go, 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 go. So it's like after you like bag a couple miles, you have there's that runner's high, you get those endorphins, there's a dopamine rush. He says to not when you're doing something like that to not stack the dopamine, as in if your activity releases a lot of dopamine, like running, to not just add music to it, which will release even more dopamine, or to not use music as a way to get your dopamine levels up before you do the activity. Because what happens is
Then you'll disconnect it from the activity itself.
maybe that's in a way to describe it, but I think in more technical terms, it's more like you'll feel a much lower low as a result of the activity, and you will be less inclined to doing it. It will take a lot more effort to actually make yourself go through it again. So in some sense, it becomes easier to actually do the activity consistently, to build a routine. So if you don't run with music, it's actually easier to peel yourself off your bed and get running at 6 a.m. in the morning. If you don't run with music, if you don't drink up your workout, if you don't hype yourself up for it, if you just learn to kind of like embrace the effort and the grind and the grit.
Embrace the suck.
Yeah, and then eventually it becomes a source of dopamine in itself.
You're on a big silence kick right now, dog.
A big what now, Kit?
A big silence.
Yeah, dude, cancel the noise. Get your noise canceling headphones, but don't listen to anything.
Unofficial sponsor, Robert Colonel Syrah.
Yeah, power silence is a good
against the dictatorship of noise
and relativism.
Ignatius Press.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Okay, well, we are 2 minutes. We are 2 minutes out, and I have to. But is there anything final you'd like to say?
Keep up the good work, all you runners out there. Keep up the good fundraising work, all you fundraisers out there. Know of our prayers for you, and know that we'll see you again, hopefully in less than 5 weeks.
Yep. Read Sister Steph's emails. Get Hallow if you haven't, and we will see you all in a few weeks. 226 days out. What? All
right. Peace.
Peace. One final run. Go, 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 go.